Good day, everyone. We are the Group 6 from Section A348. So today we are going to discuss about challenges of the global cities. So what is global cities? Global city is an urban center that enjoys significant competitive advantages and that serves as a hub within a globalized economic system. The term global city has its origin on cities carried out during the 1980s, which examined the common characteristic of the world's most important cities. Here in Philippines, we also have our global city, which can be found on Makati City. It is a place known for its name, BGC, which means Bonifacio Global City. How can we say if a city is a global city? A global city is a city of demographic and economic change. It contains international organization, different firms such as law firms, headquarters of multinational countries as well as stock exchanges that influence the world economy. As what I have said kanina, na ang BGC is known na global city diri sa Philippines. So, why nganong gitawag siya na global city? It is because ang BGC is known also known sa laing country. Dili lang siya known sa Philippines but also sa mga foreign countries. So, based sa meaning kanina na ang global city, ang city mahimo siyang global city if ang kana siya na place is globalized. So, globalized means nahibawan siya sa tanan daghan nakabalo ato siya sa ihan na place.
So, what are the challenges of global cities? So, there are seven challenges of global cities, which is environmental threats, resources, inequality, technology, governance, asymmetric wars, and new forms of violence. So, first is environmental threats. So, what is environmental threats? It is a rapid urbanization which is strains basic infrastructure coupled with more frequent and extreme weather events linked to global climate change is exacerbating the impact of environmental threats. Common environmental threats include flooding, tropical cyclones, to which coastal cities are particularly vulnerable, heat waves, and epidemics. So, owing to the physical and population density of cities, such threats often result in both devastating financial loss and deaths. Environmental threats, it has big effects in the global cities. Environmental threats has been a challenge not only in global cities but also the whole world. Second, it is resources. What is resources? Cities need resources such as water, foods, and energy to be viable. Urban sprawls reduced available water catchment areas, agricultural lands, and increases demand for energy. While better application of technology can boost agricultural productivity, ensure more efficient transmission of electricity, many cities will continue to struggle to provide these resources to an ever-growing urban population. The resources has been challenge of the global cities through its population. Global cities are known to be an urban area because of the many people living here. Due to the population area, many people needs foods, water, shelters, clothes, and many more, and they are encountered and struggles in these challenges of global cities.
When it comes to both the provision of basic resources and resilience against environmental threats, the forecast is uneven for different groups of urban inhabitants. As the number of super rich grows, many cities will see increased numbers of urban poor. The widening gap between the haves and have-nots will be accentuated in the mega cities of the future. Such inequalities, when left unchecked, will destabilize society and upend any benefits of urban development. There is a critical need for policymakers to ensure that the fruits of progress are shared equitably. Next is technology. Technology will be increasingly used in the development and running of cities of the future. Smart planning used in Singapore can harness solar energy for use in housing estates and create man-made wetlands for ecological balance. Smart mobility technology can alleviate traffic gridlocks which plague many cities. The use of environmental technologies which can cool buildings more efficiently or run vehicles that are less polluting will also lead to better future cities. Installing sensors in the homes of aging seniors living alone can connect them to the community and summon help when they are unwell or hurt.
Governance. Future cities offer immense possibilities to enrich the lives of their inhabitants, even as the challenges are stark. To make the best out of inevitable urbanization, a good governance is imperative. Urbanization is inevitable when it comes to the economic development of any region. Where cities will increase in size and their populations become more diverse, governing these cities will therefore be progressively complex and require the most dedicated of the minds. Asymmetric wars. When national states go to war in the name of national security, nowadays major cities are likely to become a key frontline space. In older wars, armies needed large fields or oceans to meet and fight, and these were the frontline spaces. It is a type of war between belligerents, or belligerents is the individual, group, country, or other entity that acts in a hostile manner, such as engaging in a combat. It was a relative of military power. Strategy or tactics differ significantly. This is typically a war between a standing professional army and an insurgency or resistance movement military who often have the status of lawful combatant.
To its far higher complexity, diversity, and substantial internal conflicts and contest, the city is a hugely significant assemblage in this context. The city forces the elaboration of numerous conflicting and utility logics as opposed to the clear utility logics of WTO law or the ICC. However, the city must find a means to manage at least some of this extension if it is to endure and avoid turning into a simple belt topography and cement jungle. At this point, the severity and enormity of the challenges I previously mentioned can work to produce circumstances in which the obstacles are greater and more dangerous than the internal conflicts and hatreds. As a group effort, will responding be effective? We are all in this together, and the only way we can win is by working together. By doing so, that answer can serve as a new foundation for the creation of open cities, or at the very least, the modern counterpart of traditional civic, cosmopolitan, and urban cities. These features will all likely differ from the recognizable European version in terms of both format and substance. My impression is that these new possibilities, formats, and contents will be so different from those typical civic and global experiences that we will need a separate vocabulary to describe them. However, these formats and contexts might have the ability to build the new open cities of the future.